Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. I don't know if you guys have ever been driving during the day and somebody's coming at you with the taillights set out, and you're like, is that a motorcycle? What is that? And then it's like, oh my goodness, they're missing their headlight. And it's like, why are they driving with the headlight? My wife and I keep track of headlights that are out on vehicles. We call them pediddles. And if taillights are out, we call them pedundals. And we kind of keep a tally mark and a mental note, or sometimes we even write them down, how many pediddles we see while we're out and about. It's just kind of a nice way of saying, hey, I was thinking of you while I was driving, and I seen like 3 pediddles today, and I'm going to cash these in for 3 kisses later on. And sometimes we don't cash them in, but just the thought of them or that other person thinking about you is kind of sweet. And pediddles kind of remind me of the end of life. The last time we get to cash out or cash in what we've done. And in Revelations, the last book of the Bible, starting in verse 11 of chapter 20, it says, "Then I saw the white throne judgment and him who was seated on it. From his presence earth and sky fled away, and no place was found for them. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and the books were opened. Then another book was opened, which is the book of life." And that book of life is kind of like our tally sheet with all our pediddles on it. "And the dead were judged by what was written in the books, according to what they had done. And the sea gave up the dead who were in it. Death and Hades gave up the dead who were in them, and they were judged, each one of them, according to what they had done. Then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. This is the second death, the lake of fire. If anyone's name is not found written in the book of life, he is thrown into the lake of fire." And the Bible makes it really clear here. If our names are not written in the book of life, we are going to spend eternity in hell and in torment. But if our names are written in the book of life, we get to say, you know what? We get to spend eternity in heaven. And there's only one way. It's not by counting headlights that are out, or doing good works, or bringing people to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, which is awesome. But ourselves, what is the condition of our heart? Has our heart surrendered to the gift of this Bible, the gift of an innocent man who was crucified, a terrible, tormenting Roman death, and bled for you, bled for me? And if we've accepted that gift, our names are written in that book. And when that book gets opened up, we get to cash in that we know Jesus Christ. And he's going to say, I knew you, and welcome in. But if we haven't done that, we're going to miss out on that opportunity. And just kind of like pediddles that my wife and I keep track of and cash in later, if our names aren't written in that book of life when it's open, we're going to spend eternity in hell. And that's a sobering fact. And I just want you guys to consider that. Consider all your friends that need to know that good news. Because you know what? You will not see them in eternity if their names aren't written in that book of life. Share them the good news, the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to keep counting my pediddles, and I'm going to keep sharing the message of hope that I have found in Jesus Christ to the world that is lost and dying and will spend eternity in hell, that lake of fire. Thank you. Remember to marry, maker, and journey with Jesus.